In 2009, the entire world watched one of the most shocking moments in pop culture history. At the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards, a young Taylor Swift had just won the award for Best Female Video and stepped onto the stage to give her speech. Suddenly, another figure walked up behind her, grabbed the microphone, and interrupted. That person was Kanye West. In front of millions of viewers, he declared that Beyoncé had one of the best videos of all time and deserved the award instead.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyoncé had one of the best videos of all time.
And within minutes, the moment became one of the most replayed clips in television history. But strangely, that infamous interruption was only one chapter in a much larger story, because the career of Kanye West isn't just a story about music. It's a story about genius, ambition, tragedy, controversy, and one of the most chaotic rises and falls the entertainment industry has ever seen. Kanye West was born in Atlanta, but raised in Chicago, a city that would deeply shape both his identity and his artistic style. His upbringing was very different from the stereotypical image many people had of a future rap superstar. His mother, Donda West, was a respected English professor and one of the most influential people in his life. She strongly supported his creativity from an early age. While many parents might have discouraged a risky career in music, Donda believed her son had something special. Kanye grew up surrounded by education, literature, and culture, but his real passion was always music. As a teenager, he began experimenting with production, creating beats and studying the sounds of hip-hop legends. Eventually, he made a bold decision that would define his career. He dropped out of college to pursue music full-time, a decision that would later inspire the title of his first major album, The College Dropout. But at the beginning of his career, Kanye wasn't famous as a rapper. He was known as a producer. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, he built a reputation inside the music industry for his unique production style, often sampling old soul records and transforming them into modern hip-hop beats. His sound felt different from what was dominating rap at the time. It was emotional, soulful, and experimental. Eventually, this talent led him to work with some of the biggest artists in the industry, including Jay-Z. Kanye produced several tracks for Jay-Z's legendary album, The Blueprint, a project that would later be considered one of the most influential hip-hop albums ever created. Yet despite his growing reputation as a producer, there was one problem. Almost nobody in the industry believed Kanye could succeed as a rapper. Record labels saw him as talented behind the scenes, but didn't take his dream of performing seriously. Many executives believed his style didn't fit the image of a traditional rap star. For a while, it looked like Kanye West might remain stuck behind the boards, producing hits for other artists instead of becoming one himself. Then something happened that would completely change the trajectory of his life. In 2002, Kanye was involved in a near-fatal car accident. After leaving a late-night recording session, he fell asleep at the wheel and crashed into another vehicle. The crash shattered his jaw and left him hospitalized. Doctors had to wire his mouth shut while it healed.
Rapper and music producer Kanye West, to him, crashed into a house near Diamond Head early this morning. West was not in the car at the time, but right now police are trying to sort out just who was behind the wheel. KITV4's Jill Kuramoto has exclusive details of the accident.
For most people, an injury like that might have ended their dreams before they even began. But Kanye saw the moment differently. Instead of quitting, he turned the accident into motivation. While his jaw was still wired shut, he recorded a song called Through the Wire. Because of his injury, he literally had to rap through the wires holding his jaw together. The track told the story of the accident and his determination to keep pursuing music no matter what. The song quickly gained attention and proved something important to the industry. Kanye West wasn't just a producer, he was a star in the making. In 2004, he released his debut album, The College Dropout, and it instantly changed the direction of hip-hop. Instead of focusing only on street life or traditional rap themes, Kanye mixed humor, vulnerability, religion, and social commentary into his music. The album connected with audiences around the world and became a massive success. Critics praised its creativity and honesty, and the project went on to win Grammy Awards. Suddenly, the same industry that once doubted him was celebrating him as one of the most exciting new artists in music. The success continued with his next albums, Late Registration and Graduation. Each project expanded his sound, pushing hip-hop into new creative territory. By the late 2000s, Kanye West had become one of the most influential artists on the planet. But fame also brought controversy. The moment at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards with Taylor Swift became a major turning point in how the public viewed him. What some people once saw as confidence now looked like arrogance. The internet debated the moment endlessly. Memes spread across social media, news networks replayed the clip for days. it became one of the most talked about celebrity controversies of the decade and permanently changed Kanye's public image. Around the same time, Kanye experienced a tragedy that would affect him deeply. In 2007, his mother, Donda West, died unexpectedly after complications from cosmetic surgery. Her death devastated him. Donda had always been his biggest supporter and emotional anchor. Losing her left a hole in his life that would never truly be filled. In the years that followed, the tone of his music began to change. The shift became clear on the album 808s and Heartbreak. The project sounded very different from traditional hip-hop. It relied heavily on auto-tune and focused on themes of loneliness, heartbreak, and emotional pain. At the time, many listeners were confused by the sound, but in retrospect, the album became incredibly influential, shaping the style of an entire generation of artists. And then came what many people consider Kanye's creative peak. In 2010, he released My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, an ambitious and cinematic project widely praised by critics. The album featured elaborate production, powerful storytelling, and collaborations with numerous artists. Over time, it became widely recognized as one of the greatest hip-hop albums ever made. During this era, Kanye West wasn't just a rapper. He was viewed as a visionary artist pushing the boundaries of what music could be. But Kanye's ambitions extended far beyond music. He began focusing heavily on fashion and design, an industry he had long been fascinated with. Eventually, this passion turned into a brand called Yeezy. After partnering with Adidas, the brand exploded in popularity. Yeezy sneakers sold out almost instantly whenever new releases dropped. The collaboration became one of the most successful partnerships between a celebrity and a fashion company in history, generating billions in revenue. At one point, Kanye's net worth reportedly reached billionaire status, transforming him into one of the wealthiest musicians in the world. During this period, Kanye's personal life also became part of the global spotlight when he married Kim Kardashian. Their relationship brought together two massive cultural forces: music and reality television fame. The couple became one of the most talked about celebrity pairings in the world, constantly appearing in headlines and social media discussion. However, as Kanye's influence continued to grow, so did the controversies surrounding him. He began making increasingly unpredictable statements in interviews and on social media. One of the most shocking moments came when he publicly supported Donald Trump, even wearing a Make America Great Again hat during public appearances.
Hip-hop star and fashion designer Kanye West is facing backlash from some fans and music industry peers after praising President Trump on Twitter. Yesterday he wrote, "You don't have to agree with Trump, but the mob can't make me not love him." He followed up by sharing a picture of himself wearing a Make America Great Again hat that was signed by the president.
The move confused and angered many of his fans. Some believed he was intentionally provoking the public, while others worried about his mental health. In 2020, Kanye made another surprising announcement. He said he would run for President of the United States. The campaign was chaotic, controversial, and short-lived, but it added yet another strange chapter to his already unpredictable career. Around this time, Kanye also began speaking openly about his struggles with bipolar disorder. Mental health appeared to play a visible role in many of his emotional interviews, social media posts, and public outbursts. Some fans sympathized with him, seeing a creative genius battling serious personal challenges. Others believed his behavior was becoming increasingly destructive. And then came the most damaging controversy of his career. In recent years, Kanye made anti-Semitic statements during interviews and online posts. The backlash was immediate and enormous. Major companies quickly began distancing themselves from him. Adidas ended its partnership with the Yeezy, and luxury fashion house Balenciaga also cut ties. Within days, reports suggested that Kanye had lost billions of dollars in estimated net worth due to the collapse of these partnerships. And this what makes Kanye West such a fascinating and complicated figure. Few artists have had such an enormous impact on music, fashion, and culture. His creativity helped redefine hip-hop, influence an entire generation of artists, and build a billion-dollar business empire. At the same time, his controversies, statements, and unpredictable behavior have repeatedly pushed him to the edge of public acceptance. This contradiction is what many people call the Kanye paradox. On one side, he is widely recognized as a musical genius who reshaped modern hip-hop. On the other side, he's become one of the most controversial figures in entertainment history. Both versions of Kanye exist at the same time, and separating the artist from the chaos surrounding him has become increasingly difficult. And maybe that's why the story of Kanye West continues to captivate the world, because it forces a difficult question. Is Kanye West one of the greatest artists of all time, or the most self-destructive genius the music industry has ever seen?